Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Finance Minister Zdravko Marić said the European Commission's 2.8% economic growth forecast for Croatia was similar to the government's own projections, but the further growth hinged on the implementation of structural reforms. The minister reconfirmed that the restructuring of Agrokor would not affect the overall economy.
Leading Croatian analysts, economists, and me personally have spoken not only about the short term here in 2018, but in the midterm and long term as well. We all agree that in order to raise the potential economic growth to strong and maintainable levels, implementing structural reforms are absolutely necessary.
Much interest has been shown in upgrading the energy efficiency of public buildings with money from EU funds, as more than 400 applications have so far been received. The Minister of Construction also addressed amendments to the Utility Compensation Act, denying accusations that the government was trying to sneak in a controversial new property tax.
There will not be a new property tax, and I am certain that due to the ongoing calculations of the true real estate value, this will not be possible to accomplish during the mandate of this current government.
The tourism results for Croatia in the month of January show a major increase over the same month last year. Over 200,000 more people arrived in the country last month compared to January 2017, resulting in a double-digit rise in overnight stays. Zagreb led the way as the top destination, followed by Istria and the northern Adriatic coast. Most foreign visitors were from Bosnia and Herzegovina, Germany, and Italy. At a conference on the state of Croatia's healthcare system, Health Minister Milan Kujundžić announced that for the first time the overall debt within the national healthcare system was reduced. The minister also commented on efforts to shorten waiting times.
Waiting lists around the world are in some cases shorter and in some cases longer than what we have here in Croatia, but they are waiting lists all the same. We can shorten them and we can do more to control them as well. Can we get rid of unnecessary procedures? Yes, we can and we must. And we are moving in this direction with increased digitalization.
Croatia Airlines unions agreed earlier today with Transport Minister Oleg Butković to suspend any potential actions for the next 2 months. Unions expect a new and stable management board to be elected in order to continue negotiations regarding a new collective bargaining agreement.
We want to negotiate with a board that has been given a complete mandate. The board must also be capable of making and implementing their own decisions. We don't want any political appointments insomuch as that is possible, considering the fact that Croatia Airlines is a company of strategic importance to the Croatian economy. And finally, we want a board that is familiar with the airline industry and which is managerially oriented.
President Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović, the commander-in-chief of the Croatian Armed Forces, honored the nation's top soldiers and NCOs from 2017. The president awarded them with medals of distinguished achievement in saving life and property in the line of duty.
The Croatian soldier has always been synonymous with bravery, chivalry, and loyalty, especially during the Homeland War. I feel that in many ways we can be proud of what we accomplished during the Homeland War. But most importantly, our military has acted as crucial motivator when it comes to promoting Croatian unity.
Snowstorms overnight slowed traffic earlier in the day in Gorski Kotar, Lika, and Zagorje. Weather warnings were suspended this afternoon, but with more snow in the forecast, cleaning crews are continuing to work to keep roads open.
There's still some light flurries and freezing rain in the forecast. This means that our team will continue to implement our winter protocol preventive measures. This includes spreading salt and gravel as well as plowing and other activities.
Taking a quick look at sports, there are only 2 days left before the opening of the Winter Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea. The venues, accommodations, and facilities are all ready to go. At the same time, with temperatures hovering around -10 degrees Celsius, these games are set to be the coldest since Lillehammer, Norway, back in 1994. Meanwhile, the Croatian bobsled team is particularly excited to be taking part in the games.
We still don't know how our bobsled will perform on the course and how my steering style will work here. We have our first practice tomorrow, so we'll see our times and adjust our expectations accordingly.
Croatian shot putter Stipe Žunić, the reigning bronze medalist from last year's World Championships, has opened the season with a new national indoor record. At the IAAF meet in Dusseldorf on Tuesday, Žunić took second place with a throw of 21 meters and 13 centimeters, besting his own 2015 national record. The result guarantees him a spot in next month's World Indoor Championships in Birmingham. The weather forecast for tomorrow calls for continued snowstorms in the morning in higher elevations in parts of the northwest and rain in other areas. Skies in the afternoon should gradually begin to clear. A southeasterly wind in Dalmatia will lose strength, while a moderate northeasterly will blow along the northern Adriatic. Winds in the far south will switch to a northwesterly and westerly. Morning lows of -3 to 1 degree inland and from 4 to 9 along the Adriatic and the Dalmatian hinterland will give way to highs of 0 to 5 degrees inland and from 8 to 13 degrees Celsius along the coast and the Croatian islands. Friday will continue to see light precipitation, but only in mountainous regions and the Dalmatian interior. Morning fog is expected in places, especially on Saturday, followed by increased sunshine during the day. Temperatures will rise slightly. Isolated showers will prevail on the coast on Friday. The weekend will be mostly dry with sunny periods. A moderate to strong northeasterly will blow, lowering temperatures on Sunday. And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow night.